out, their third full-length album in less than 2 years.
Wow, that's amazing. That's definitely amazing. So, how did Bluntface come about? How did you meet those guys from there and get picked up on their label?
So, gotta love Otto. Otto will take care of everything. I give that guy a lot of credit. He is in and out of everything. We start with the first album. We didn't actually go through Bluntface. We end up doing it all by ourselves. And I had just been doing promos online and, trying to advertise as best as I can. And I ran into Otto and a lot of the groups in New England metal, since I'm from New England and was really focusing on that area. I got our name out a little bit, but obviously nowhere near as much as Otto did. And when we started recording the second album, I reached out to Otto. I'm like, hey, we're looking to push another album. He sounded interested in the first one. He seemed to like it, like the style, and he jumped on it. He's like, oh yeah, we'll get you on.
Yeah, he's definitely got a lot of interesting bands. I've had him on the show, Mark Radon on the show. Those guys definitely have an interesting sound too. So
we've actually got a little some guest musicians coming up on the new album.
Anyone you want to mention?
Otto.
Go figure.
Got to throw Otto in that. So yeah, we have a couple surprises. We just got one of the surprises back. Got a remix of one of our songs from the last album from an actual touring industrial band. So that'll be nice.
Cool. So yeah, when do you plan on releasing the new disc?
Halloween.
Nice. So you gonna do you did physical copies on the other releases, or?
Yes, we've done physical for all of them. And I've always got more and more to sell. We usually do better on the digital sales, but it's nice to actually have the physical to just kind of pass around. And, I call me old, I don't care. It just having that disc is cool.
Yeah, I mean, everybody probably from our age is so used to that. But I think now kids are starting to realize, because I've got back into vinyl probably sometime last year and just continue.
I'm not sure industrial really translates to vinyl.
Yeah. I mean, it depends. Like, I mean, honestly, I would buy it on vinyl. I try to buy it on vinyl if there's like a download with it, but I just like the feel of it. But I think kids are starting to realize, hey, wait a second.
I don't own anything.
Right. You just buy. I mean, you own it. I mean, there's always a way. Like with Amazon, if you download it or whatever, it's always in your file. So I mean, it never goes away. But there's nothing like, having that packaging. But then again, that's the old school way of thinking. But I do notice a lot of younger kids are out there. Like I went to a record show yesterday. It's very popular in this area, the vinyl. And there's a lot of young people there that you wouldn't even imagine. Probably the last time a vinyl-only release was out, this person probably wasn't even born. So it's cool to see them,
Vinyl comes up now and then. I definitely have been seeing vinyl go up and down over the years. It's definitely an audiophile's dream. I'm that digital geek.
Right.
And as I said, in the military, I travel a lot, and I can't carry vinyl when they send me on orders. So I grab the biggest MP3 player I can find or hard drive and just stuff it with music. Yeah, because I never know.
For that situation, it's definitely the perfect world. I mean, storage-wise, it's the greatest thing. You can, I love it because I can preserve my CD because I'm a geek like that. So I only have to touch it once. Sometimes I don't even actually touch it more than once with two fingers in the CD player, burn it and out and into the collection. So for me, it's good because I'm obsessed with not messing up my CDs in the collection. So I don't like it really being touched, but I still like the book and stuff.
We wanted to really go push it out with the art. So not only the cover, but the inside booklet. And we're going with a different artist this time, and he's also doing a phenomenal job. So it's we're definitely happy with him.
Yeah, and that's another thing. I mean, with the MP3 and the digital age, how many people? I've never looked at a digital booklet. I think maybe once or twice when I first started download, I actually looked at the booklet like that. But that's one of the lost things with going digital is the artist gets kind of left out in a physical copy. So I mean, we start with the new guy, TMR Design, and I like some of the way their art was going.
from what he had posted. So I asked if he'd be interested in going with it, and he's been pushing a lot of stuff. And we're trying to keep some of the same ideals, some of the same design characteristics. We've been going with our gas mask guy since the first album. So he's we're on album 3, and we're keeping him employed.
Right. No, it's definitely cool. I mean,
so I guess everybody's got their Eddie, their Vic. I don't know what we got yet.
Right. Yeah, no, I mean, it'll happen. So it's just good that that artists get work from bands like that. So I think it's a great thing. Does he do your T-shirts or anything like that? Do you guys even do that type of stuff?
We're working on them. We got some designs lined up. We just haven't printed them yet. And I mean, I've got some great stuff for some shirts. So it's I just got to find the time to finish that stuff too.
Right, I hear you. So, 2 of you guys record the music. Is there a live band?
We now have a drummer, John, and it was wicked cool because one of the songs that we did a video for, manufactured. Honestly, that song for us was a nice nod to Fear Factory, and we wanted to put a little Fear Factory sound in it. Our first album, we wanted to do a little hint to Fear Factory and a little hint to Queensryche, so we did Manufactured for Fear Factory and Warning for the song, our song Warning, and it just had nice hints to Queensryche. So we had him do Manufactured, and honestly, he played it like the first time, and our jaws were on the ground like, oh, okay, you're our drummer now.
That's awesome. So, were the drums did he record drums on the 3rd album, the new album that's coming out?
No, not yet. We were already in the middle of it and didn't want to re-record all the sounds and didn't want to have a completely separate sound between songs because we thought that would not come over well.
Right. No, that's understandable. As long as he can accept that, being the drummer, you want to be on the CD, but, you gotta, if you have your format and you know exactly what you want to do, as long as he's playing the parts live. I mean, he's part of the band.
We're working on different ways to get him on the CD for the next one. But Nate the Machine, I can't describe how this guy makes music. It's insane. None of his drums are actually programmed.
So he's recording them, or?
So he's using a Casio keyboard and tapping them out live when he's recording.
Really?
Yeah, he actually did a video of it, and it's a riot. He's tapping his tapping his fingers to do all the beats.
That's awesome. Because when I first, I come from an industrial background. Besides, my other bands were just regular rock, but actually I didn't have a Casio, but that's kind of how I did it because I wasn't very good at programming a drum machine. And if you program it, it sounds very mechanical sometimes. It's really hard to get away from that overtly mechanical sound. Right. And it's not, to me, I like imperfections at some point, but it does sound very mechanical. My problem is I spent 3.5 days programming the drums and accidentally deleted it off the machine.
Ooh.
So it was I'm like, fuck.
Not doing that again.
I'm like, so that's when I went to the keyboard and I put the drum sounds on and I just started, playing it, on the keyboards. And I'm like, it could work. So I hammered out that part and then I just layered everything. So I know, it's a cool way to do it. I mean, you would never know that that's how he was doing it. Is that video available on YouTube to see? Because I'm interested in seeing this video.
Yeah, it's under our Isolated Antagonist YouTube. I don't have enough followers to get it as Isolated Antagonist at YouTube yet, so just look us up.
Yeah, no, that's cool. So, being
stupid rules.
Was what was going on in Kuwait? Was there, were you in the middle of any type of battle or anything while you were recording this stuff, or?
Kuwait, no. Kuwait, there's no battles. That's just where the military does a lot of stuff out of to push to other areas.
Right.
So this deployment, I was extremely safe to say. My other deployments, not so much.
Yeah, no, I mean, it's got to be terrifying. As a kid, I always wanted to go into the military, and my parents kind of stopped me from doing it. Talked me out of it.
I've been in Fallujah, I've been in Najaf, I've been in Baghdad, and really early on in the war too. So it was We got shot at every day, but thank you God, Iraqis can't shoot worth crap.
Yeah, I mean, it's got to be terrifying. I mean, you don't talk to, many people that have been through it. I mean, sure, there's been plenty of people in the Army and deployed and stuff like that, but, it's...
I mean, honestly, it was just so much chaos at the end, you kind of had to laugh, because you're like, are they even shooting at us? What in God's name are they shooting at? I mean, you're just standing there watching the bullets like, they got to be like 20 meters overhead. What is he doing?
Right. No, I mean, it's still, it just takes that one, but it's definitely scary. So
it's a stressor. Don't get me wrong.
So yeah, it's gotta be hard. Then even, I've watched where bands go overseas and, play for the troops and stuff, and just the stories that they've come back with. It's like, You know what? They never made it to any of our bases, which really sucked. Right. I hear you. But
man, they always went to these giant bases. I'm like, man, we're out in the middle of nowhere getting shot at. Nobody's coming here. This sucks.
Right. Yeah. No, that's got to be, you feel left out at that point. But, a lot of bands do it. A lot of, comedians do that type of thing. So it's good to pay it back, but it's got to be scary as shit to just be over there. I mean, I wouldn't even want to leave the country afraid to go even over there. You get kidnapped and shit.
Definitely give the guys a lot of credit. We always just used to joke like, man, nobody comes to our base. This sucks. Jay Leno's down the street. Nope, not coming to our base. He sucks.
How long ago has it been since you've been active?
I'm still in the reserves.
Still in the reserves?
I just got back last year.
Nice. So yeah. How often do you head out?
Whenever that phone call comes.
Yeah.
I spent my first time I was gone for about 18 months, and then I switched jobs, so I became an officer. So I went through schooling, and the school took almost 2 years to complete. And then I got sent to another school, which was another 6 months to complete. And then after that, then I deployed again.
Yeah, it's got to be rough. Do you have a wife and kids?
Just a wife. Never home. Hard to have kids when you're not home.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. I mean, in a way, it's a good thing. I mean,
well, we joke that we've been married. Been married like 13 years, but we joke it's only 6 because that's probably about the amount of time I've been home.
Right. No, it's got to be rough, but no, it's a great thing that you did. I mean, there's not. I mean, I wouldn't want to be in that situation. So, thanks for what you did there.
You just got to do what you love and do it till you don't love it anymore.
Yeah, no. I mean, I have family members that dedicated their whole life to it. So it's, you're going to love it or you hate it. I mean, there's people that go in and sign up for 2 years and want to get the hell out. So
yeah, I'm at 19.
Wow, that's crazy. That's good. Did you go in at a young age?
I was 20. Yeah, I was 20 when I signed up.
What were you? How did you get into music? Was that something that came after, or were you always involved?
Yeah, I've always been doing music. I love music. As a kid, I moved all over the place, so sometimes I didn't have friends because I was in some random city. So I always had my tunes from early young age. I think it was like 5th grade. I started listening to Iron Maiden and Anthrax, and slowly got into Testament and Megadeth, Slayer, all through middle school, and I've just been hooked over the years. As I said, when you don't know anybody, sometimes music's your only friend. And I've been on the road out in the middle of Iraq, and sometimes that was the only thing kept us awake. We'd be blasting some Demon Hunter while driving 2:00 in the morning in pitch black.
Right.
It's
I mean, what else do you have to do? I mean,
it's like that friend that you can't see, can't touch. Music is always a friend to me, so. I love it.
Are you from a military family?
Little bit of military, a little bit of government contractor. So I think I'm one of the first in my family to go full tilt, I guess you could call it.
Gotcha. Yeah, because you mentioned you moved around a lot and whatever. I mean, I didn't come from a military family. My father was a lunatic, but we moved around a lot as kids. So I know, it's hard to have friends and stuff, and that's, as a kid, I knew I wanted to be a musician at 4 years old, so I always had that where it didn't matter if I moved around and had friends. I always had that to keep me busy because that was my focus. That's what I wanted to do, and I
That's what I
basically
had.
did